What's good? What's good, everybody? We back with the OG crew. We're gonna break down this massive 15 game NBA card the best we can. And Babana will be with us shortly. So um we was talking off air, man. I don't think I gotta go around too much, but anything y'all want to say to the people before we get started right here?
Y'all already know. Shout out to the people in the chat. B Daddy, Mark A. Shout out to Sammy B. Conks, Clips, Justin McClevy. Man, look, we love y'all to death. We are here. And yeah, not never late. I know y'all been cutting up in the chat. Shout out to y'all. 15 games, man. Y'all ready for a backwood?
Yeah, man. Hey, the NBA is a hell of a drug. And you looking at the plugs. Yeah, man. Hey, the party don't start till we walk in. Every player at the bar sipping Bombay J. Yeah, man. Hey, if you know, you know. And that's about it on that, man. But yeah, 15 piece. Appreciate all the people hanging around on the Medicaid Monday, vibing out in the chat. Let's get to it.
And make sure y'all check out my boy on the sesh over at Pub Sports. Doing a lot of good work over there and just good vibes. So if y'all want more Dutchy, that's where y'all find him. Check him out on the sesh at Pub Sports
Yeah,
Radio.
man.
All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. We got a lot to get to. So first up, Bucks and Cavaliers. This one opened up Cavs -4.5. They're now 7 point favorite, and the total has come down from 230.5 to a consensus of 227.5. Giannis is game time. Uh, Connaughton is game time. Middleton is out. Duchamp is out. Levert game time. Dean Wade game time. Be without Imani Bates, Max Struess, and Tyson. So we just saw these teams play. Milwaukee couldn't get the job done. Man, I mean, Milwaukee's just a money burner. And I can't even say I'm surprised. When you got those two boneheads over there on the bench and you ruined the team getting rid of my boy Drew, I can only see why it's declining. So 7 points, though, that's another story. I'll say one thing. I would expect some defense in this game. Two teams that are very familiar with each other and haven't just played the other day. I mean, they know what each other is going to do on offense. So I think under is the right play in this game. I'll slide it over to you, Dutchy. Anything for you on Cavs Bucks?
Yeah, man. Big shout out to our guy Ron Crawford. Spreadsheet Warriors -10. Cons Clips. I see you, my dude. This one, man, yeah, they just played the other day. I mean, god damn, 41-4-9. That's what Dame Time gave you. I mean, 34 and fucking 15, however many rebounds this motherfucker Giannis had. What do you have? 34, 16, and 9. 34, 16, and 9. That's what these two boys give you. They shoot 46% from the three-point line. I mean, tied in rebounds, 45-45, and you still lose at the crib. I mean, what the fuck you think is going to happen in the land? I think they're going to get run out the gym, to be quite honest with you. I don't know what's going on over there, but Glenn does not got them boys ready to play. And it's sad to see Dame Time look the way he is. I mean, you drop a 40-piece and you can't win at home. Mitchell with the big shot at the end, just deflating. To me, probably Cavaliers first half. I mean, let's not overthink it. It's been good money. I know Wham Bam's got some stats that could tell you how bad Milwaukee has been on the road first half, more from last season, but it's been carrying over because these motherfuckers lost 5 straight. So to me, it's Cavaliers at the house or nothing. I mean, it don't get any better for Milwaukee than they played last game between their big two horses and the way they shot the ball, and you still lose at the crib. I mean, you're gonna be pretty fucking lucky to take the points on the road tonight.
Wham Bam.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with what Dutch is saying there. You got to think that the Cavs probably keep it going here. I don't like those two coaches right there. Instead of putting their hands in their pocket, now they're crossing their hands on the bench. It's just annoying to see that, like you said, man. They're just pretty much pissing Giannis away, and maybe he's just going to be on his way up out of here. I don't know necessarily how that's going to end up working there, but I don't think this Bucks team is going to get any better as it's constructed currently here. So it is what it is. As far as the Cavs, though, I do think that this is a tricky spot. Trying to figure out ever since Donovan Mitchell has been in this game, on this team. It's been hard to figure out when can we trust Darius Garland assists to be able to get here for us to get to the double double like we normally would have been years before when he got to this team. And I do think that last game with the Bucks, you kind of seen that it was all distribution for Garland. He got 10 assists, which was his second time doing that. in this season so far. And it seems like when he does focus more on giving the ball up, he's not focused on scoring. So we're going to be able to see early if this is a winning bet or not. But I did take Darius Garland over 6.5 assists. I think he gets to the assist here, be the same as he did in his last game, try to be more of a distributor rather than the scorer. And that's the only way I did bet this game. But I do agree with the Cavs being the focal point here and being able to win this game.
All right, next up we'll go Wizards and Warriors. Didn't move too much. It looks like 10-point favorites for Golden State, and the total right around where it opened at 232.5. Wiggins and Steph are both game time decision here tonight. And I think the Wizards are off of an overtime game. Jordan Poole going back to play the Warriors. We'll see how that shakes out. I think if anything, especially with maybe Steph coming back, I would expect some points in this game. Lean over. Nothing really too concrete though. Dutchy, is this a game you can be interested in?
Yeah, man. Shout out to our guy Star Child, B Daddy in the building. I see you, my man. Chip Pilar. Everybody run up these motherfucking likes. Number one backwood on the motherfucking car. Backwood this bitch. Shut the fuck up!
What's up? Local Santa Rosa. What's up?
That's funny.
You hit Wham Bam?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna get too jiggy with this one, but I do think that the first quarter is going to be something I'm looking at on live, but not pregame here. I think the +3 is something I probably could get a little bit better on 4.5 or something around there. So that's the way I'm going. But now I'm glad my guy Babano's here because I know he probably got something on this game, so I'll kick it to him.
Hey, what's up? I'm shocked we're only 7 minutes into the show. I didn't miss too much. So it's actually good to see. Late starters today. Huh? We're waiting for Dutch to smoke again. Is that it? Man, I didn't miss too much.
It really was.
Oh my
No,
god!
just this game and the Bucks game.
Wow, I thought it'd be halfway through the card by now. Apparently not.
We tried to backwood through them, but this is the first backwood, bro.
All right, so Milwaukee, Cleveland. Look, I'm not touching Milwaukee right now. There's no chance in hell. It's just a question of do I want to take Cleveland again? I took Cleveland Saturday night. I couldn't believe they were 2 3-point underdogs there. They won out. It was a close game. Mitchell pulled them through late, but Milwaukee's a mess. There's nothing to like right now. Blew a game that they could have won, and then they got blown out by Memphis, Brooklyn, Boston. I mean, it's just now do you want to take Cleveland again after they won the other night? I could only look Cavs. And the money's come in on them, and there are some personnel issues for the Bucks for this game tonight. So I didn't bet it, but I could only look at Cleveland. And then this game, Golden State, Washington. Look, Washington finally came back down to earth. The game against Miami. We'll see how they fare. I'm not stepping in front of Golden State right now. I really like what I'm seeing from the Warriors at this point in time. Maybe a Golden State team total over. Might get there with that. Other than that, not a whole lot here.
I was going to add to that. I did like the way Kuminga responded coming off the bench with all that good production off the bench there. So it didn't seem like it threw him off there. So I do think Babano's right on point with the Warriors running right now.
Lakers Pistons. Lakers are a 7-point favorite. Total is 226. Didn't really move too much. Russell probable. Reeves. I think is he true game time here? No, he's probable as well. Anthony Davis probable. So they're all supposed to be out there. For Detroit, no Thompson, no Clinton still. If there is a Lakers spot, it should be this one. I mean, they're well rested, 2 days off versus a Detroit team on a back-to-back. But it just scares me, man. We've seen these Lakers get a big lead and then just take their foot off the gas. So they said they want to hear somebody say something mean about the Lakers. I think that's what they said in the chat. So we only going to one or two guys here. I'm gonna go to Dutchy. Dutchy might be the most mean about these Lakers.
Nah, man. Honestly, this Pistons are nothing to me. I'm not laying 7. You seen what happened in Toronto? We shout out to Babano. I tell the team total over with the Lakers, and that was good money, man. They didn't cover the 9. Fucking 45 3 free throws, some crazy amount of free throws to very little. Lakers will get the calls, but yeah, man. Pistons a grimy team. Back-to-back situation, so you're not loving it, but they played good yesterday. Been cashing off this kid, Cade Cunningham, finally healthy, looking the part. To me, it's just Detroit or nothing. I'm not laying a touchdown with LA on the road.
Babano?
Yeah, I like I don't like Detroit in this game, but I like Detroit in general when they're catching this many points. I don't know if I love them tonight though. It's a back-to-back. They had the 106-92 win. That being said, not bad as far as minutes are concerned last night. Duran 33, Tobias Harris 34, Cade 35, Ivy 35. No one played 40 minutes, so maybe not as fatigued as they maybe would be on a back-to-back. The problem is the Lakers have just destroyed Detroit. Like, they have totally owned Detroit. I don't know, in Detroit last year, they were up big at halftime. They've got the rest advantage. So there'll be spots to bet the Pistons, but for me, not tonight.
Well, man.
Yeah, Lakers wrapping up a pretty long road trip. Doesn't seem like I don't want to think that they're going to care about covering the 7 here at all either. So I would agree with not trusting them at this point, but I do think that this is a free stats to be accumulated type of game. And when I think of stats, I think of these two teams. I think of the guys that we've been looking at is Duran on the rebound side and AD, man, on the points. I think AD pretty much could probably pick his number here. I think his over 27.5 points is good money. And then as far as anyone else on the Pistons side, maybe we go Jaden Ivey there. I know he didn't necessarily do it last time for us, but this is a type of game that I think the Lakers kind of be susceptible at the guard play. So Cade and Jaden Ivey, I can see them having a good game here.
All right, let's keep going down the list. We have Celtics and Hawks, and hasn't really moved from the opener of 10. Total, though, down 3 points from 235.5 to 232.5. And just looking at the injury report really quick, Jaylen Brown out, Porzingis out, Bogdanovich out, Bufkin, Hunter, Lundy, Zeller, all out for Atlanta. I'll come to you here first, Ian. Curious, get a little bit of that Hawk action. They did get a win finally. They're off the snide. Do you think they can compete here with the Celtics?
I'm not ready to bet them for that to do that. Obviously, we'll see how they fare. They're off a big win. They needed it badly against New Orleans last night, 126-111. I actually was thinking of betting Atlanta in that game, but I didn't. I did think it was a nice spot for them to get off the schneid. They did, but now you're taking on a Boston team that's clearly superior. Although I went back and looked, believe it or not, last year, Boston had their hands full with Atlanta. They only covered once in 4 tries. And in Atlanta won both meetings last year, believe it or not, against the Boston Celtics. So I was thinking of Boston with the rest advantage in some form, either team total over or first half. Maybe I still might bet the team total because I still don't trust Atlanta fully defensively, especially on a back-to-back. I might get there with the team total on the Celtics, but they did have trouble in the ATL last year, and it's what kept me off laying the points. Still got to see Atlanta play someone else. New Orleans is pretty injury-plagued, not very good at the moment. Let's see Atlanta step up tonight.
Wham Bam, how you feeling about it?
Yeah, this game is all about Caillou, and we got no Jaylen Brown. We got to think the ball man help us get to the cash today. And I do think that someone said 25 plus points. I think it's a Caillou day here. And we know where most of his shots come from. They come from behind the arc. I think over the last few games, he had 10 plus attempts beyond the arc. And I'm going to continue to go to the threes here for Caillou. So I do think he gets to the 3.5 threes at 4 threes today. Give me Derek White over 3.5 threes. And I do like the Celtics here. I think the Celtics are going to be able to score on this Hawks team. And I like the team total over for this Celtics team. So I want to go Celtics team total over, maybe first half team total over, and then go Derek White and just keep it G that way. I did have the Hawks yesterday money line. That was good money there. Being that they're on the back-to-back, going up against pretty much a better team than them. They kind of injury riddled. I got to go Celtics here.
How you seeing it, Dutch?
Yeah, man. Big shout out to our guy Stack, Justin McKelvey in the building. I see you, my man, Daniel Ponce. This one, yeah, I gave this out on the sesh early this morning. Didn't get too much into the association, but definitely had to look at this one. I'm right with kind of what the boys have already said. I'm on the team total over 122.5. Gave that out on Friday. Had a struggling third quarter against Charlotte, but we did get there. We cashed that. I like this look a lot. I mean, Bobano touched on it. The last 2 times they played Atlanta, they lost both games. So one in the overtime. So I don't think Boston overlooks these boys. I think they're going to go in there ready to rock and roll. And let's just be honest, this is a fucking horrible defensive team in Atlanta. They don't have half of their guys. So I would lean Boston, but they can't stop nobody. They're giving up right under 120, allowing 122 points a game. Atlanta is, and allowing the 3-point. They're like dead last in 3-point defense. So you get, it's like a fucking nightmare when you get Boston Celtics with or without JB. We're just going to probably see more of the little, the little white boy off the bench who can really get hot, Pritchard. So and more Caillou, more Drew, and most importantly, more Jason Tatum. So line them up and knock them the fuck down. Team total over 122.5. It's good money, and I expect Jason Tatum to have a big game, but over 30.5. The books are kind of telling you they expect it as well.
Yeah, just to add to that, what Dutch was saying, 16.9 3-point makes is what they're giving up. This is the number one 3-point making team at 19.13 so far this season. So pick a 3-point prop that you like for the Celtics. I did.
Next one up, Kings. What was it? This one opened up Miami -1.5. Now it's pretty much a pick 'em. There are some -1s. Depends where you look. Total down 2 points or 2.5 to 224. Miami injury report: Jaime Jaquez is out. Kevin Huerter is game time decision for Sacramento. Carter out. Robinson out. So this one is easy for me. I'll be the first one to say, back with this motherfucker.
We're gonna have a good. What's up? Welcome to Santa Rosa. What's up? Way more than you need.
We gave you way more than you need. We didn't give you way more than you need yet. We almost there. I know you got something for Kings and Heat.
Do I? That's a good question. We know you're right. Herter not likely to play. It looks like Miami, pretty much everybody healthy. They're off that 118-98 win against the Washington Wizards over the weekend. We'll see if they can keep it going here. Sacramento losing to Toronto on Vince Carter night, kind of predictable. After beating Atlanta the night before, that would be kind of a tricky spot for them. So they're off a loss. Miami. Now, Miami, I like fading them as home favorites, but here they're off. They're only a pick 'em. They just have to win the game, but they played in Mexico. They're playing this game. There's a lot back and forth. I'm not getting involved in it.
That was an exotic backwood right there.
He was trying to figure it out. Like, did I like something? Hell no. Like,
man, you touching this one, man?
Yeah, nah.
Fuck. Same game.
Backwood
this time.
What's up? Welcome to Santa Rosa. What's up?
I have a feeling Dutchy's not don't even want to mess with his favorite team today. What you thinking, Dutch?
No, man. Honestly, I feel like it's kind of the Heat right here. I feel like it's the Heat, but do I really want to get in? Do I really want to get in on the Heat? Like, I just feel like this is their game. Sacramento, I'm not trusting them going to Miami and showing up. I think they might be MIA on South Beach. So I definitely lean Miami here, but I don't know if I really need to pull the trigger because Miami has not impressed me. So I don't know what Jimmy Butler's doing over there. He don't even want to score or something. So I think Sabonis' rebound prop because Miami's not good at they're horrible at fucking rebounding. So, but Sabonis is at 13.5, so it's pretty high. But if Miami can control the boards and compete on the boards, they'll win this game. But they are horrible at rebounding, so I wouldn't be surprised if Sabonis has one of those fucking 20-point rebound or 20 rebound games.
All right, we'll keep it going down the list to another dirty game.
You know what? We missed Memphis and Brooklyn, Skee. We missed Memphis and Brooklyn. If we're going in rotation,
yeah, we
order,
did. We did. I must not have a banner for that. So, Memphis and Brooklyn, go for it, Urbano.
I like Memphis a little bit. Revenge spot. They lost at home as double-digit favorites to Brooklyn last week, but they've won it both games since then. I know they're banged up still, obviously, but it looks like they've got Jaw good to go tonight. They are without, Bane, Kennard, Marcus Smart. Those are the main ones, but they've played well without those guys lately. John Morant's going to play. Didn't really shoot well at home against Brooklyn. Brooklyn on a back-to-back, so rest advantage here as well for the Grizz coming into this one. I like the Grizz. I like the over a little bit. I've been betting these Memphis overs. I think they're 5th or 6th in the NBA in pace, so Grizzlies and over here.
I was just going to say they did play last night, but it wasn't very taxing, like a very taxing game for them.
No.
And last time these teams played, which wasn't very long ago, the Nets were on a back-to-back too, and they came back from down and beat this Grizzlies team. So Grizzlies have been a team that can't hold a lead. Go for it, Wayne Bam.
I was just going to say that they can hold a lead as of recently. And then short revenge. I do like this. This was not on my list until you brought this up, though, Babano. So I'm all in for taking the Grizzlies here because this is one of those games I think that this builds a little bit more of a character based off of what their DNA is kind of consist of here. So I totally agree with you. It sparked my interest right there when you said that. So I could get the Dutch though, but I didn't normally have nothing written for this game at all. So you kind of got me. I like the Memphis side here for sure.
Yeah, man. Shout out to our guy Justin. Liking the jaw over 9.5 assists, plus 125. It's crazy as a high, but this motherfucker's getting them. He's distributing the ball, especially with not much talent out there with a lot on the bench. I think this is definitely a Memphis spot. I'm right there. I just don't know if I could do it because of the fact of who's suiting up for Memphis. Ja, I mean, I need 30 from you, bro. I don't need no 18 bullshit. I need 30. You want to pass the ball, that's cool. Get your 10 assists for my boy, but goddamn, put the ball in the bucket too. You are one of the more talented guards that we got in this league. You got to be giving me 25 plus, bro. So I would expect that, especially with Bane on not out there. You got Jaren Jackson back in, but you lose by 13 to a team in a back-to-back at the crib. You would think now you take advantage of this team who played a physical game against Brooklyn last night, against Detroit. You take advantage of Memphis. You could take advantage of Brooklyn here. So I lean Memphis. I don't know if I'm going to get there, but I also like the over a lot too because both of these teams don't rebound and don't play no motherfucking defense. So especially Brooklyn, they don't rebound for shit. So I would expect there to be an awful lot of points. And I expect Memphis to be pretty fucking pissed off losing by double digits at the crib against this team less than a week ago.
We shall see. Shout out to my guy Gundam Atticus. Says Scottie Pippen Jr. assists 8+. I think he's saying plus 310. Appreciate you sharing that. And yeah, he's been playing very well too. Both of them. There was a game where they both got 10+ recently. So I can see that happening again. The one thing I'll say is that was a red flag game, man. If I'm betting this game personally, I'm on the Nets. To see the Grizzlies every night have a lead and trick it off, and the Nets to be able to come back from down that big on a back-to-back, why can't they do it again here tonight? That's how I feel.
It's short, bro. It's 12 to 4.5. I like that big swing, though. That's the only reason why I like that.
All right, now we get to that other dirty game, Jazz and Bulls.
You like Brooklyn there, Skee? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, if I'm betting that one, it's Brooklyn for me.
All right.
Jazz and Bulls. Chicago was 6.5 favorites. Now they're 8. And the total went up from 228. I'm seeing 230s popping up now, or at least I see one popping up. 229 is the consensus right now. Injury report. Let's see. Markin in his game time. Clarkson is out. Collier out. Giddey is game time with an illness. You have Jalen Smith probable. Giddey's probable. My bad. And then Patrick Williams is also probable. Levine is the true game time decision, and Lonzo remains out. This one, I want nothing to do with. I was gonna say Giddey, with Lonzo out, but he's not feeling good. It could be one of those situations where we saw Franz Wagner leave the game early because he was sick. Like, I don't want to be dealing with that. So it's a backwood for me. I have a feeling it's gonna be a few in a row. Dutchy.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Tom Miggs, our guy, the real DJ in the building 214. And Rick White got it, man. Back with this motherfucker. I don't want nothing to do with these two bummy ass teams.
What's up, local Santa Rosa? What's up?
Wham bam.
Good time. And you want to talk about this shit?
What's up, local Santa Rosa? What's up?
I know Babano has a little something.
I do have something on this. I do have something on this. I like the Bulls a little bit. I'll take a shot with their team total over, though, instead of laying 8. I think they'll be able to score here at home, here against the Jazz. And with the Bulls coming off a loss to Brooklyn, 120-112 on Friday night. It's been 2 days off, too. So that's a nice advantage for the Bulls here. I like over as well. We've talked about these Chicago overs. The Bulls are still, as far as the latest numbers, second in pace, actually tied for first in pace with the Raptors. No two teams playing faster than them. Defense optional most nights for both of these teams as it is. So Bulls team total over with a split with the full game over here for me.
All right, next game up, we will go Knicks and Rockets. And Knicks were a 4-point favorite. Now they are a 2-point favorite. And this total I think it dropped from what 221, I think it was, to 217.5. Cameron Payne, game time, Achua out, Mitchell Robinson out, Steven Adams, game time decision. One thing I want to say about this, these teams play at the Knicks, I believe, play at the slowest pace in the league, and the Rockets are right behind them at 27. So should be slugfest. I was leaning towards under, and I need a little bit of push because I didn't feel too strong about it. But I do think the market's in the right way. Beno, do you think this is an under game?
The problem is the Knicks are a little bit, in their front court. It's depleted right now. Let's put it that way. And with the Rockets right now, with the likes of Şengün, left my wallet in El Şengundo and Jabari Smith, among others, pounding the paint could be a concern. That interior defense concern. I think matchup wise, Rockets might be able to feast down low, and if they're getting easy baskets, it's not good for the under. I actually kind of lean now that it's down, and I know they're slow, both teams, but at 217, I actually, from a matchup standpoint, I kind of lean over. I also think the perimeter game, which sometimes can be a weakness defensively for Houston, could be something the Knicks exploit a little bit here in this. So matchups actually say over. Pace says under. 217. I don't feel strongly about it, but now that it's at 217, I actually lean a little bit over the total here.
Okay, you give me a little pump the brakes right there. So, Dutch, what you thinking about this Knicks and Rockets?
Yeah, man, we talked about this a little earlier today with Wham Bam on the session. Yeah, I like the Knicks here on the other side. I'm gonna stay off of it. I just take 2 days off. We talked about it on Friday. I feel like the Knicks are kind of getting it together a little bit. They played well in Miami, then they smacked Detroit, which we knew Detroit was going to be a popular dog, and it was over from tip. It really was. So 2 days off, been chilling. I think they might come in and put it on Houston. But the Rockets are a funny team to me, so I'll have to see it. Hopefully, if I get the Knicks live, maybe I'll go there a little bit. But yeah, I'll stay off this. But I do think the Knicks. The bench is definitely a question mark. Don't get me wrong, but they have probably one of the best starting five lineups in the league. I think they're coming along. Cat's been playing solid, so Bridges knocked down that corner three. Maybe Bridges over in his threes tonight because Houston is kind of a little suspect there from the perimeter from a defensive perspective. So I would look for New York to take advantage of that.
Wham bam.
Yeah, Sam Evans, you talked about it right there. Houston first quarter, 1-4 first quarter ATS. The Knicks have been so far this year. So fading them in early spots is pretty much where you want to be at. So I am taking them first quarter as far as the Rockets money line. That's my official play for this game. And then along with, I did take the Rockets all the way full game here. I know that there's a little bit more of a defensive side for this Knicks team, and I would probably even give it a lot better a little bit offensive cohesionness. It maybe even with the Knicks some cases so far this season. But I'm just thinking in this particular situation, this is screaming Rockets to me, and I agree with the live movement. I'm taking the Rockets in this spot. I think that they're going to get a little bit greedy. Grind. I do kind of agree with that under because this is a playoff style type game. And when you get these type of matchups, I think you are going to get some type of playoff style matchup. Are they going to be able to exploit the matchups that Bano's talking about though? Because some of those exploitations in this matchup, it will change towards the towards the over. So I do agree with bro on that. But I just think that this is going to be enough firepower for the Rockets to get this done here. So I like the Rockets all the way. First quarter, first half, and full game here. So give me the Rockets.
Wham bam, loading up. All right, hope you get paid on that game. Let's go down the list. We got Hornets and T-Wolves. Line hasn't moved. Totals up. Points to that 226.5. Go Bears game time decision. So is Brandon Miller. T-Wolves have shown me nothing. Oh, I got that mixed up there, right? T-Wolves should be minus 9.5.
Yeah.
But T-Wolves has shown me nothing to where they should be laying close to double digits. I think this number is just downgrading the Hornets a little bit too much. I mean, they played Boston twice. Like, cut them a break. Boston is the juggernaut. That's kind of how I feel about it. You don't agree, Wham Bam? You look like you want to go.
No, I agree.
Wolves.
I agree. Nah, fuck the Wolves. Why would I like the Wolves? Come on, bro. I don't like the Wolves. Julius Randle? Hell no.
I'm leaning towards the Hornets. We'll go to the Timberwolf guy on the show. Babano.
Oh, I ain't a Timberwolf guy anymore. I'm getting that fucking tat removed somehow. You got to get that the fuck off my fucking skin at this point with this team. Holy shit. I've not been impressed one bit. I 1,000% agree. I was on Denver against Minnesota. Now they didn't win, but they did. Denver did cover +5. They lost by 3 to this Minnesota team. But other than that, they beat the Raptors, and they don't cover with the Raptors on a back-to-back. They barely beat Sacramento, and they were lucky as shit to win that game. And I was on Minnesota. I was lucky to get out of there with that win. They get blown out by San Antonio in their last game. They lose to Dallas and have a bad finish to that. There's not a lot that I like about Minnesota. They're not defending consistently. Their offenses look disjointed at times. I think Charlotte's going to make some money for their backers this year, when they're getting, points in this range. And, they're coming off 2 tough games with Boston. They lost by 8 to Miami. They beat Toronto. They lost by 5 to Atlanta. They beat Houston in the first game. They have not lost by margin in any game this season other than the 2 games against Boston where they lost by 10 and 15 against, the defending champs. So I think too many points here. I like Charlotte. I am on Charlotte +9.5 here.
I
I
agree.
like it. Good stuff. Go for it. Whoever won next.
Yeah, I could jump right in here. I like LaMelo today. LaMelo just doesn't. It just doesn't seem like this is one of those games where I think he kind of falls back on and gives a little bit back. 2 shit talking stars, future stars in the league, LaMelo and Anthony Edwards. It's just must see TV. Of course, I'm going to watch this game. Am I going to have anything on the side? I do think I am going to be probably taking in here with you guys on the Hornets. It is I have so many plays today. I just don't want to load all the way up on everything that I like. So this is one of those games that I do like the Hornets, and I didn't want to load up. I do like LaMelo PRA today, and I am going to take this as the official play. This is something I just think that is just in situations right now, we could just take this in stride. I think that LaMelo just going to show up today and show up and show out for us in this situation. So PRA 35.5 for LaMelo. That's the way I'm going to be. I think between those two, Anthony Edwards, who's going to get the best of each other here? It's got a reason why I like LaMelo, because I think he's going to get the chance to do so. And man, Brandon Miller's been dunking on everybody, bro. So I don't think the Wolves is that big down low to be able to stop him, going airborne as well. So I like this Hornets team. I like a lot of what they got going on. And it starts with the coach. You said the coaching creates the culture and the players just follow into it. And at this point, we got to just trust that this culture has been changed. This is not the same Hornets team that we normally see a fold at this 9.5 that'll just lay down. And I don't think that's the same team. So I do like the Hornets here, but LaMelo is where I'm going. PRA 35.5.
Dutch, what you thinking about this one?
Yeah, man. I disagree a little bit here. I don't know. Charlotte's fucking fugazi as it gets. I think Minnesota's they ain't played a good game yet this year. They ain't played a good game yet. We know they got an awful lot of talent. This might be the one. They lost to San Antonio on Saturday. Big win against Denver. Denver up double digits, I believe, in the fourth quarter. Minnesota found a way to get it done. Shout out to the boys who cashed Denver with the 4.5. I like Minnesota there. Didn't get there. I think Minnesota puts it on these boys tonight. I'm not going to lay it, but I don't like the 9.5. I think after losing against San Antonio and, a team that they have no size, absolutely no size. Nick Richards is out. Mark Williams is out. Who the fuck is rebounding the basketball? Who's blocking out anybody? Gobert should get 20. Nas Reed should come off and get you a double-double. And, of course, we know Julius Randle going to fuck around and probably get you 8 to 9. So, bully basketball, in my opinion. They should run these boys out the gym. They should get every fucking thing off the glass. I don't think Charlotte should even get a rebound here, defensive rebound, or, anything like that. So, Minnesota to me, man. Minnesota to the window if I had to bet this game.
Well, shoot a high percentage, then you don't have to worry about it if you're Charlotte.
Yeah, that's right. Put the ball in the bucket, I guess. LaMelo can't get hot. Brandon Miller also, I think he's going to play tonight. He's questionable. So this is a beat-up basketball team that's just not a good basketball team, in my opinion, against a team who is a really good basketball team. Maybe not as good as last year, but just lost to the San Antonio Spurs. So bounce back mode for me.
All right, good stuff on that game. Orlando and OKC. OKC up 2.5 points to 12.5 point favorites. Total though came down from 219 to it's all over it. I see 217s, I see 218. So I guess it just depends where you shot for this one. Magic, obviously without Paulo and Wendell Carter Jr. OKC, same usual suspects are out for them. I just can't help but think like how we saw the Magic yesterday. How are they going to score? That's the first thing I think about. OKC, probably I think they're the best numbers wise defensive team. They've looked like they've been good. Um, I think Orlando struggles to reach 95 in this game. But Wham Bam, I have a feeling you're gonna pick somebody to get some points on that team.
Oh man, he put me down, let me down last night. He had 10 points, bro. Boy Jalen Suggs was supposed to get back right. Gotta get me back right, bro. Do I go all off of it? Because it's been one game. He's been going over his points total every game except for yesterday. So it is a back-to-back situation here, going up against one of the better teams in the league. They're laying a heavy number here. I think I do agree with you, bro. This total is low for that reason. And the total's low. This doesn't scream take me as a prop. So I'm going to stick back and stay back. And we got 15 games again. So, again, I think my money was moved elsewhere. So I didn't take this, and I probably won't. I'm going to stay away from this game.
Babano, what you think about this total?
Look, Oklahoma City, when they want to defend and they're focused and they're locked in, man, good luck scoring on them. I mean, and they can just turn games on a dime with that defense when they get going. Just ask the Clippers on Saturday night. I mean, the Clippers had a nice start, and then the second half, Oklahoma City says that's enough of this, and they just shut them right down, put the clamp down on them in the fourth quarter, get another win and another point spread cover in that game, 105-92. And Orlando's struggling mightily, and you expected offensively without Banchero. There was going to be some issues for them scoring consistently. But defensively, they're still solid, so I have no argument with the under. I'm back in Oklahoma City a little bit, laying a big number again. Not big because Orlando plays hard, but they're compromised offensively, and I think that's a challenge right now against OKC, and they just continue to cover numbers. They are just relentless right now. So OKC minus 12, they're my pick to win the West Final. They're making me look smart in the first few weeks of the season.
Dutchy.
Yeah, back with this motherfucker.
What's up? Hello from Santa Rosa. What's up?
Santa Rosa.
Love that clip.
This next one, damn, we've seen them play. I feel like how many times they're gonna play, bro? Portland and New Orleans. Tired of watching this game.
Third already. Ridiculous.
I think I cashed on both of them, but still, like, damn. New Orleans 2.5 point favorite. Total came down from 223.5 to 219.5. I'm going to say the same thing again that I've said the last two times. Don't think New Orleans is good. They're banged up. Portland, they have a strong starting five that can compete with really anybody in the league. First quarter, they've been good all season long. Couple hiccups, but they've been pretty good. I think first quarter +1 is another winner here tonight. Get in and get out if you're betting this game with the Blazers. Dutch, what you think?
Yeah, I don't like really hearing that, my man. I really don't. I like the Pelicanos first half here.
They're the Pelicanos again.
Hey, I said that right. Yeah, they're Pelicanos today. Hey, Zion, get your ass out there and play some basketball, man. You had a good game. You had a good game against Indiana. Showed up. Everyone said we didn't think there was a chance, but goddamn, Zion goes, gives you 34, 12, 14 of 20 from the field. Probably the best game I've seen Zion play in a minute. Gave you 10 assists with 6 rebounds, 2 steals. I mean, he played good basketball, man. Then, of course, he does what we think Zion will do, and that's miss time. He didn't play yesterday. So I think he gets back. You get them at home. They did cover the first half yesterday against Atlanta and then didn't show up. Pelicanos have been good money for us in the first half, for over maybe 2 years now against the Portland team who beat these boys by 22. Yes, this is the third time they played. They beat them in Portland, and then the very next night, they get smacked by 22. So, against a Portland team who does have a good starting lineup, but I do not believe this is a good basketball team. They got a little bit of home vibes there in New Orleans for the Pelicans. I think BI shows up tonight. I think Zion plays. Hawkins is questionable. Get him out there to spread the court. And most importantly, Alvarado. Yes, you do miss CJ McCollum and obviously Murray, but Alvarado kind of he's an energy bunny, an energizer bunny, man. He kind of sets the tone, kind of trickles down. I think the team plays better defense and has more energy with him out on the court. And most importantly, we need Zion and BI to be the top players on the court, which I do believe they will. So give me the first half. Pelicanos -1.5, -105. It's good money.
All right, Babano, talk to him.
Yeah, I mean, I could only back the Blazers, but I'm not going to. They're off the loss to Phoenix. That lost by 13 at Sacramento. On the road, I'm not totally trustworthy. They beat Clippers on the road, but New Orleans now after the loss to Atlanta last night, it is back-to-back for them. We'll see how they fare. They've been brutal against the number. I can't lay points with New Orleans. I lean Portland, but I don't love it.
Stand it. As far as Portland, we've been talking about that first quarter all year, so this is a perfect situation for them in that first quarter, knowing that this is a back-to-back spot for the Pelicans. Outside of that, that's the only way I would like Portland here. I think that the Pelicans probably do get a little bit right again because they have been struggling against the Blazers, and this Brandon Ingram has been struggling against the Blazers. Now, last game he had 32 points, 12 of 19, shot very efficiently against the Hawks, but in the 2 games against Portland, 21, 8 for 20. And he was and the next game was 14, 7 for 17. So maybe he's trying to come in here, test that efficiency out, and gets us started early on with the Brandon Ingram prop here. So I did go back to the well with this. I had it yesterday. One of the clear spots that I called yesterday, and I'm pretty confident in it again today. So 23.5 points with Brandon Ingram. That might be the best bet today.
All right, let's keep it going. We got a few more games. Damn, we got 4 more games still. Pacers and Dallas.
15 games. Everyone's playing. No games tomorrow. Yeah, that's why.
Man, I don't like when everybody plays. I'll just say that.
Scott Foster game. They asked for where's Scott Foster at? Here we go.
Oh, he's playing. He's over here today. I don't be paying attention too close especially when it's 15 games. I think he could be sneaking in there for a reason, though. You never know. Dallas 5-point favorite here. Total up a little bit to 237. Injury report. Nembhard game time. Neesmith out for Dallas. Exum out. Kleba out. I'm gonna come to you, Babano, because I like the total. And it was after their first 3 games, Rick Carlisle kind of was talking about how they need to get back to playing with some pace. And Obi Toppin even, was asked about it and talked about it too, saying they'll get back on track. And we've seen them start to play with that pace now. I know the last 3 games, the first half has gone over 120 in each of them. I still think, 237, like the Mavs they're on a back-to-back, but it wasn't very taxing yesterday. Only Luka played 31 minutes. Nobody else played 30. And the last 2 times we've seen these teams play each other, the only times they played last year, the totals were 249 and 252. I feel like we're getting a little bit of a bargain right now, Babano. Do you agree?
Yeah, I like over, and I think I like Dallas's team total over a little bit here as well, the Mavericks here, because you look at this team and all of a sudden, Nembhard, questionable, Neesmith not playing tonight. Those are losses defensively for you, especially Neesmith. And the game without him against a New Orleans team we talked about them, they've been scuffling. Well, they just sliced this Indiana defense on Friday night. The Pelicans did that against a team without Neesmith. So he matters defensively. They're a worse team on D without him. They're not a great defensive team anyway. They're okay. But then you take Neesmith off the floor, and Nembhard, too, is a good defender from the perimeter. But that's a big couple of losses at that end of the court. Dallas can probably take advantage of that. You got issues guarding the perimeter against Luka, Kyrie, and company? That's not what you want. So I'm with Skee conceptually here. I like the over as well. I get why it's moved up, especially with these injuries that Indiana has. And I also like Dallas's team total over because I think there's a drop-off with the Pacers without a couple of these guys that they're going to be without, it looks like, once again tonight.
Dutch, gotta ask you if you rocking with your boy Luka, man. He's gonna do some work on his back-to-back here.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was a cool breeze, 31 last night minutes. He did his thing. I don't think he played overly. This Orlando Magic team, man. They start. I don't know. We'll call it because of the injury, but they don't look too good. Dallas was in cruise control, and they've been at home for a week, bro. They ain't traveled. They just been posted up. So yeah, we look at it as a back-to-back, but they've been at home since like the 29th of October. So damn near a week. They haven't had to move. You got two guys who can really control the ball, in Kyrie or Luka. So if one of them feels like they could take the night off, really the other one is more than happy to shoot the motherfucking rock. So I don't like what I see out of Indiana. I know Indiana can go. This dude Benedict Mathurin can get hot, and Miles Turner can spread the court, and I like him at times, defensively. But overall, I don't think Indiana. I just don't like what I see. They seem soft to me. I thought Siakam is solid. I like him, but I don't like. I think it just trickles down from the point guard with Hallie, man. I don't like what I see out of him. He just shoots these bullshit ass threes. Got this goofy ass fucking look on his face. Like I don't. Like maybe I'm a little salty because I backed him on Friday night, but that is not a motherfucker I want to be betting on. Like, what the fuck is funny, bro? What is funny when you shoot? The only thing that's funny is your game, bro. Really, you Scooby-Doo looking motherfucker, you. I don't like him. I'm not backing him. It's Luka the motherfucking Don, Uncle Drew, and the crew all the motherfucking day long against this soft-ass Indiana Pacer team. That's it. That's all I'm doing for the rest of the show. That's it. All right? That's it.
You gonna back up Hallie, Wham Bam?
Oh my God! Hell to the dog.
Not this year. Can we get Hallie of last year? Then we might back him up. Yeah.
He packed his ass up, bro. My boy packed his ass up. Hey, I'm gonna let Dutch get that fade off, bro. Matter of fact, I don't want nothing to do with this game. No, I like the over with you, Skee. I think this is a good chance for us to get this over. Bad games for Klay Thompson last game. We talked about it a little bit on the sesh earlier with Dabby Cab, looking to go back to the well with our boy Clank Thompson because he was clanking last game. Do we get back to Klay Thompson tonight? I think this is a perfect situation for him too. So I like the over here with you, Skee. I would think to be going a little bit first quarter, first half, and full game over if I like this all the way. So that'll be the way I would be telling if I am.
We're not gonna be hearing this anytime soon, huh, Babano?
No.
I mean, if you watch this cat, I can't be the only one who's thinking that, man. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to hate. I'm just keeping it real, like McCoy said.
All right, let's move it down. Raptors, Denver. Raptors open 8.5. They're now 10.5 point. I'm sorry, Nuggets open 8.5. They're now 10.5 point favorites, and total shot all the way up 8 points, 231.5. I think that says there. Aaron Gordon, game time decision. No Jamal Murray for the Raptors. Quickly is doubtful. No Scotty Barnes, Bruce Brown, or Kelly Olynyk. Raptors play fast. Raptors were sharing the ball pretty decently, and I like that if I want to bet an over, but I don't know how much I trust Denver to help out. I don't know. I don't feel strong about this game, I guess. But Bano, how do you feel about your boys in the North? He's frozen.
I think he's gonna they give up a lot of points. That's for sure. I know he probably would start off there. I'll pick it up. Like Dutch said this the last few games. We got to probably start thinking about Denver first quarter. And now that they at the house against a team that we know that's giving up points, could be a good spot for them to do that. This is the biggest first quarter that I did bet so far this year at 3.5 with the Nuggets. I got to go back to the well because not back to the well. This is my first time doing it this year. Going to the well with the Nuggets first quarter. I think this is the perfect opportunity. We've been doing this so far for quite a while over the last few years. This just seems like a good spot. And man, I don't like saying his name because it's hella pause, but Grady Dick I'm a fan. I ain't gonna lie. Grady Dick I'm a fan, pause. I just think that he's, you know what I mean? I like his man.
He's been hooping
Wham
lately.
cutting up. Wham cutting up, man.
Matter of fact, I don't even like his ass today. Give me the Nuggets 3.5.
He stepped up though. Give him credit.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get to, bro. But I can't say enough about how good he's playing. But because his name is out of pocket. So man, Grady is good. That's all I'll say. Golly.
I can't. I don't
He's
even know
a
what
fan
to
of the
say,
dick.
man.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know what to do with this. Hey, Dutch, help me, man. Dutch. What I do with this?
Hey,
Man?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like over 11.5 rebounds and assists for us. Is that not easy? I know we don't want to, shine on them too much, but goddamn, bro, no Jamal Murray. I mean, Joker probably gonna do a lot, but I don't know. Over 11.5 rebounds and assists seems like a layup. It just seems like a layup for us. But that's the only thing I could really see in this. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. What Bobano might come with this team total over Denver, but Denver's just they're a frustrating team. Finally won at home against Utah, or else I try to take advantage of it tonight, but nothing for me here.
Yeah, this reminds me of this Grady Dick talk. We'll see if we can get it up on the screen here right now. There it was from last year. There it is. Yeah, with a leaky
yeah,
black.
the jersey
swapped
swap.
jerseys, black
Oh,
Dick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was him and Leaky Black last year. Yeah, Black Dick. There you go. Good stuff. Yeah, I like over. There's nothing really more to say. These Raptors games keep flying over the total. Now I've been on their team total over a lot as well. I don't like it as much tonight coming off the big win and Vince Carter's night. And I think their defense could get absolutely carved up by Denver. That being said, Toronto's covered 3 times in a row in Denver and actually played the Nuggets tough. But I don't love the spot coming off Vince's night. So I'm just going to stick to – I lean Raptors, believe it or not, team total and Raptors plus the points. But I like the full game over significantly more.
I ain't gonna lie, Wham got me ready to shut it down, man. But
Listen, I did not say Grady was my favorite play today. Get that look.
Oh man. All right, man. Sixers and Suns. Suns opened up -4.5. They're 7 or 7.5 now. Total has come down from 227.5 to 222.5. Bills game time. Paul George's game time. And is Paul George doubtful or is he?
He's gonna play.
He's probable.
This is
He's
game
gonna be out there tonight.
First game back against the Suns.
And then Embiid's still out there. Everything Embiid has done for the city, huh?
What's he done for the city other than bitch about an MVP award? What's he done for the city?
Yeah, choke somebody out in the locker room allegedly.
In all seriousness, I think that it's gonna take time for PG to get in the rhythm. It's his first game playing and first game with a new team, coming off an injury. I think the Suns starting to look a little bit more like what I thought they might look like. I think the line is moving in the right direction. Is that sun rising today, Dutch?
Yeah, man, we fading Sixers. I'll wait. I'm gonna wait on this because I think I get a live play. Phoenix is. I think they're kind of getting it down a little bit. They're a good basketball team. They won 4 straight. No need to come out here in the first half and blow these boys out. Maybe see Philly, creep up a little bit, and then this will be a live look for me. So I'm hoping I can get Phoenix just to win the game at a certain point because I believe they will. KD and them boys, they playing ball.
Oh my God, Kate! And she can get away with this. She can get away with this.
What the fuck?
She can get away with it. Hey, Wham on timeout right now, but Beno, what you think about Sixers and Suns?
I lean Phoenix too. I think the team total for Phoenix might be better at this point than 7.5. I'll get in on the Suns team total, just a little bit better. I find that bet at 114.5 rather than laying the 7.5. I mean, look at Philly. They've given up 24 to Memphis, 115 to the Raptors, 124 to Milwaukee. I know they're getting Paul George back tonight, but again, that's going to probably take some time. We'll see how this one plays out. I agree with the move. I don't trust the Sixers right now. And I know George coming back, but it could take time. They've only covered 1 point spread this year as well. Like I said, I lean Phoenix, but I think the team total is what I prefer than the laying the points.
Wham bam.
I ain't saying nothing, man. I gave it in the chat, bro.
What's up? Welcome to Santa Rosa. What's up?
Hey, what's that one? He said, we gave you way more than you need.
There you go. Exactly.
All right, Spurs and Clippers.
Yeah, that wasn't the last one. We got one more. All right.
One more. Yep, this is it.
Man.
Yeah.
3.5, man. 214.5. The total came down a lot. I'll say that. But Clippers, they don't have a win yet in the new arena, huh? Think they're motivated to get a win tonight, Pavano?
I think so. I think it's a Clippers spot. Now, I don't love this Clippers team just overall, but they've lost 3 in a row. Look who they – well, the Portland loss is a bad loss at home. You know, you shouldn't lose that game. But Phoenix and Oklahoma City, the next 2 games, 2 of the better teams in the West. San Antonio, they're feeling good. You know, they beat Utah. They beat Minnesota at home. Now they're going back on the road here to this Clippers team that I think is not going to take the Spurs for granted here, looking to get that first win of the season. I think it's a nice little spot and a nice little price here for the Clippers. And plus, you're right, the health scare with Pops, and he's not going to be coaching the team tonight and for at least the next few games. I don't want to say it's a distraction, but it doesn't help, you know, when it comes to game planning and prep for San Antonio. So I think this is the best chance for the Clippers. And because of their struggles, you're getting them at a bit of a discount here, laying only 3.5. So, yeah, I'll take a shot tonight with the Clippers.
Dutchy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't like the Clippers. I just don't like this team. It seems like when I fade them, they fucking show up. Like I don't like them, man. They should win this game. This is like a good spot, but I just don't trust them.
Wham Bam.
Yeah, it's got to be first half, first quarter with the Clippers. They've been pretty solid first half. 4-2 ATS. First quarter even better. 5-1 ATS. I think that they are going to handle business in this game and win the first game at the house. But am I going to take it, man? This is the most point shaving team I've ever seen down the stretch ever in the so far this season, and they keep giving it to James Paul Crew Harden. He's Paul Crew. I mean, calling Aaron Rodgers Paul Crew, but James Harden taking the name. I've seen him throw countless games down the stretch of them being able to win. And I wouldn't be surprised if they do it again. Do it for Pop, and he just start point shaving down the stretch. So the 3.5, I don't want nothing to do with it. First quarter, first half. The only way I'm going with this Clippers team. Take them in, get out.
All right, now he said get in and get out. Now we've made it finally to the finish line. All 15 games done in the books. So move it on over. I guess we could let him out the corner
in less
now.
than an hour because we started late. That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, brisk pace. Well, real quick before best bets, shout out to my guy Dutchy. I know he has the sesh, and make sure you check him out on Pub Sports Radio if you guys would like to see some more Dutch. I did see somebody in the chat liking Babano and the Ice Guys. So Babano, remind the people where they can find you as well.
Where can't they find me? Holy shit! This is already my third show today. But with the we had Ice Guys, we had Hitting the Books College Football with Connor Mack, which is 3 hours long. Gets majority of the college football games for the upcoming week, and now this show, Ice Guys, is 7 days a week, Tuesday to Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern, Saturday to Monday, noon Eastern, and again, Hitting the Books, Connor Mack and I, Mondays at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, and we're going to be doing a college basketball version of the show every Friday, starting this week.
And go ahead, Dutch. You was gonna say something?
No, I was saying that's dope.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yep.
And everybody's at us here. Dutch, Babano's at us there. My guy Trout Wham, you know he has that Wham talk going. He's always going live and coming through with the script. So make sure you check him out too.
Let's go.
Now we'll let him out the corner for the best bet. We know he usually goes first. You better not cut up with this best bet though. But Wham Bam, let the people know how to get paid.
I never said he was that. All right, look, Brandon Ingram getting it done for us today. Over 23.5 points. Let's get paid, man. Get paid today, man. Brandon Ingram over 23.5 points.
All right, you going with Ingram for myself. I'm gonna go with that Pacers and Mavericks first half over, and it looks like 117 is the number. I'll read a couple quotes really quick that I don't think I read earlier. I just kind of subquoted, but Rick Carlisle after the first few games said we're working through things. We want to play faster. We want to play with more aggression, more speed, urgency, and Toppin. They asked him about it and said they'll get back to playing Indiana basketball. So since then, they've shown us. I think they'll continue to show us here tonight, and I think Dallas has enough left in the tank to get this over the first half total with them. So first half, Dallas, Indiana over 117, and I think I went out of order there. But Babano, what do you think is the best way to get to the window?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I think Friday, the last show we had, I was on Lakers team total over, and we hit that for best bet on Friday. We're going to go back to a Raptors game tonight, and we're going to go the full game over tonight, over 231.5 with Raptors and Nuggets. I know this has moved a ton. I think there's still value. I think it can still get into the mid 230s here in this game tonight with both teams. So Raptors, Nuggets, over 231.5 for best bet.
Good stuff. And last but not least, my guy Dutchy. Let him know what the freshest look of the day is and take us home.
Yeah, man. The freshest look, we're going to the ATL. I'm telling you, it's the best thing going from the perimeter with the Boston Celtics. Team total over 122.5. I mean, Atlanta's got absolutely nothing for them. Believe it. It's good money. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.